Okay, this is part 2. I'm sorry, I'm driving now. Basically, what I was saying was, after I talked to the black woman or whatever, the elderly black woman, and she, explained a couple things to me, that kind of opened up my eyes a little bit more. And I won't say the black man's white daddy, I'll take that back. Your master wanted you to go and fight for what you considered your country, and it still wasn't your country once you even fought for it. Once your fellow African American brothers even died for this country that they felt, you know what, I'm fighting for my family to be here, still didn't receive equal rights. And I feel as if black men, they are fighting a war, a gender war against black women. And it still makes you think, for me, it makes me think, your master has put it into your head that white is right. Which I always find that completely funny. Because when you watch these particular videos of these African American men who sit there and they have like a mouthful of things to say in regards to black females, they praise the blue hair and the blue eyes and the blonde hair of a white woman. They talk about how perfect this woman is, how if you're with her, it will make your life so much easier. She's going to be so good to you, and you don't really need Mammy, which is the black woman, in your eyes. You don't really need to be with this nappy head whore, as I can't think of his name, but as he called us. You don't really need to be with this nappy-headed whore when you can be with this gorgeous, beautiful, obedient white woman. And that kind of cracks me up as well too, because I watch I can't think of this show's name. What is it called? Snapped. That's another show. Whereas there's an overwhelming amount of white women on it. And these beautiful blue-eyed, blonde-haired females, yes, they'll do you so great and so lovely, and you have this perfect life. But every time I watch Snapped, it's some blonde-haired and blue-eyed woman who's killing the hell out of her husband. So, just because, what is the saying? What glitters is not always gold. And you might think the grass is greener on the other side, but not necessarily. And that's what still cracks me up, is that all of these characteristics as far as attitude and, black women have attitude. I've been to major places and I've seen white women with attitude. I've actually wanted to go all ghetto, but I decided to be a class act and not to be ghetto. Because once, as a black woman, if you do that whole ghetto thing, then you're doing nothing but perpetuating what they already think of you. So that's one of my things that I'll never do. I'll never act an ass outside of my home, even though things may aggravate me or irritate me. That's just something that I refuse to do. I'm not going to be anybody's typical black woman, some angry, mad black woman. No, that's not what I'm going to be. And that's just something else that I wanted to talk about, because lately that's what's been going on YouTube. And I watch I don't even want to mention his name, but the same thing I explained with someone else on YouTube. I see a lot of these videos, and actually this is something else that I want people to please say, because Tommy actually said the same thing today, that he goes to people's videos and he goes to see on their profile page, what are they watching. Now when I did it, I was considered a stalker for whatever reason, but yeah, I've done that my own self, and I'll go to these particular pages, like with one individual kept saying how fat and nasty and weave wearing and perm wearing and all this other type of mess. So I just wanted to go to this particular person's page, and lo and behold, he's over here talking about how sexy some big pink bitch is, and on the other hand keep talking about how fat black women are, but yet and still you're getting all hot and heavy over this fat pink woman. And to me that just didn't make any sense at all. I was kind of at a loss for words for a second. Like, really? Is that what we're doing? You know, is that really what we're doing over here? And then also, that just brought me to another point that I wanted to talk about. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of the weave comments. Oh, she's a weave wearer and she's a perm wearer, and you know, they're not happy with being themselves. They all want to be white women. Well, let me tell you something. Pretty much, when I was a little girl, I started wearing braids. Now, you know, like the little box braids, and they were the weave braids. Now, if anybody knows, when you do braids and hair, it's the actual texture of a black person's hair. It's not this soft, silky, shiny particular hair if you're going to do like regular box braids. And that's kind of what I grew up wearing. And so I've been wearing weave for a while now. Actually, my hair is a pretty nice length. I can do anything with my hair. I just prefer not to, because I always felt like the less that you are in your hair, the more that your hair will actually grow. And the less that you put all this heat in your hair, or, you know, do all these things to your hair, it will grow. And basically that's been working for me. And that brought me to the point of, for all of these guys who steady talk about, oh, you don't want your hair to be in its natural state. Well, why aren't you talking to the young boys that I see on a regular basis who tend to brush their hair about 250 times to make sure that it actually has a wave pattern to it? And something else, when we were so pro-black in America, we were all about the afros, and you know, even young men actually started to wear braids as opposed to just an afro. But if you look at today, that's not what we're doing. That is not what we have going on over here. We don't have our black men with the power to the people with this, you know, this afro of loving your hair and loving who you are. Everybody wants to run around bald-headed, and, you know, I don't see any type of love in that, whereas you're saying that I love my natural texture of my hair. I see guys with dreads now a lot, but I see also women with the dreads a lot. But I basically said all of that to say, I wish people would stop pushing their agenda on people. Just because I don't want to wear my hair the way that you feel I should wear my hair, shut up, basically. I feel like if you're going to pay for me to have my hair done the way that you would like it to be, okay, go right ahead and you do that. However, if all you are doing is running your mouth, you know, about the way that I should wear my hair, sorry, this doesn't sound pretty much like a lady, but to me, kiss my ass. If you're not going to pay for my hairstyle, then kiss my ass. I'm the person that's paying for it. And like I said, stop trying to push all of these damn agendas that if you wear your hair like this, oh, you want to be white. I have never in my life ever wanted to be a white woman. Never. I've never walked around with blue contacts, or, you know, just some weirdness going on, blue contacts and blonde hair. No, I'm a dark-skinned woman. That mess does not look good on me. I would never, ever. When I was younger, I wear glasses now, but when I was younger, I did have contacts, which were like a lighter brown, basically. Nothing that was overboard to make it look like, what the hell are you doing to yourself? But yeah, I did that, and it was never out of hating myself. I could never walk around and pretend that I wanted to be white, because all of my features are African American, from my big lips to my wide nose to basically the shape of my body. So there's nothing I can do to actually look like a white woman. If I put blonde hair in my head, I'm going to just look like a fool, not a white woman. And that just irks me as well. Stop pushing your damn agendas on people. If you have a daughter, well, then you teach her to walk around with her hair the way that she wants to walk around with her hair. I mean, I just think it's stupid that black men want to have so much to say about what we do. I don't give a damn how a black man wears his hair. I mean, you're not going to see me making videos about, wait. I do know guys who still wear perms. Ask Mr. Al Sharpton. He's power to the people and pro-black, but that Negro still has a perm just as well. But I've said enough, and I need to go home. So I will say good night and be blessed. And all you guys out there, be safe and love yourself. No matter what any fools try to tell you on YouTube. And I'm just speaking to black women at this point. The rant is over at black men. Whatever, ladies, makes you happy, you do you. And I'm not talking about all of these natural sisters who are trying to push their agenda on you as well, to walk around and, wear your hair natural. You do what you want to do with what God gave you on top of your head, or whatever you can buy with your money to put on top of your head. It doesn't make you less black. It does not make you less black at all. It is called being yourself. If you want to run around with some 22-inch weave in your head, guess what? If you paying for it, you do you, honey. If you want to walk around with some, I wouldn't care if they were lime green and purple in the middle of them, do you. If nobody on YouTube is paying for what you purchase, well, if nobody is paying for what you want to do with yourself, from contacts or from weave or long nails or whatever you want to do, you do you. And the reason why I say this is because black women, we are basically being told what to be in order to make black men happy. And if you even go around on YouTube at this point, you'll see a lot of black guys who will say they don't want some girl with natural hair. They'll still sit there and tell you, I would rather have a girl with her hair permed. I mean, it is what it is. Different strokes for different folks. So, ladies, try to be positive in a world that's full of negativity, in a world that's full of hate. And the hatred that I never thought that we would get into as of now is the I hate black women and the I hate black men thing. I feel like so many people have fought so much for us not to be where we are right now, but it's pretty pathetic that we are where we are right now as a people. So, good night, and again, be blessed.